Hey guys, the Complete Beast here back. Another video. Uh, no fancy studio or anything. Again, my day job has been strength conditioning specialist, exercise physiologist, various levels. Now nurse. Been nursing, ICU setting, public health, uh, school health, school nurse, things like that, and personal trainer, management at different, half a dozen different gyms, things like that. Uh, but this topic today is actually going to be just at my house, one of my rooms. So uh, nothing fancy there. We've been plenty more to come. The knowledge is definitely there. So tune in. I definitely appreciate it. We're going to be discussing today, not my favorite topic, but mask etiquette and some proper hand washing, hand hygiene things. So, with the pandemic and everything so prevalent, I've had numerous questions. I've done numerous educations and stuff at schools about it. If you're going to choose to wear a mask, there's a right way, a wrong way to do it, just to make sure you're actually using it right and you're getting the most out of it. If you're going to have that, um, you know, over your face for hours and hours of the day. Also, hand hygiene, whether it be washing your hands with sanitizer or soap and water, just make sure you're doing it right. Otherwise, you're not really getting the benefit of that either. And that's going to be here after the pandemic's gone. Um, so that's not going anywhere, and that's always going to help you, your family, prevent from getting sick, prevent from getting any communicable disease. So not my favorite topic, not the coolest topic, but something that definitely needs to be said. And I've had a lot of interest. So, anyways, the if you're wearing a mask, this is just a cloth mask. It's got ear loops like this. So when people are wearing it, obviously wearing it over your nose and your mouth is going to be the most protection. Um, so also when you put it on, if especially if it's not brand new, you can wear these cloth masks and things. You can wear them if you wear them correctly for basically until they're soiled or wet. Then they're going to start attracting all these germs and things. They're going to hold on to it kind of like a wet paper towel as opposed to a dry paper towel. When you wipe something off, a wet just grabs everything. So it's kind of like that. Once it gets sweaty, considerably sweaty, or just damp, soiled, or just dirty, like especially the inside, the part that goes against your mouth, the part that's supposed to be clean. If that gets dirty or it's open like this and somehow something gets on it, then it's, you want to wash it. But you can go a couple weeks, up to a couple weeks maybe without washing. I usually wash mine at least once a week, but I'm pretty good about putting them in a bag when I'm not using them, a baggie or something. Always folding them up like this with the part that goes against your face on the inside. Even if you're gonna take them off in a restaurant where you eat, fold it like this so it's protected on the inside because that's the part you're gonna put in your mouth, on your nose. This is the dirty part. Always assume that's dirty. You touch it, assume your hands are filthy. That's gonna keep you healthy. You pick it up, you put it on. If you pick it up by this, anything on here, assume your hands are dirty because that's what's catching everything. Anybody else coughing, anybody else sneezing, that's going to be the dirty part. Also, just pick it up, take it off by the ear loops. Those are going to be the least dirty part and they're behind your ear. You're not going to be as exposed to as much. So if you just pick it up, like this, put it on like this, around the ears. Then when you take it off, like that, fold it up, place it down. Um, there's different high-speed camera um, shots and images online that people have taken with you know, talking, sneezing, coughing, and then what it looks like in a high speed camera. It catches all the particles, you can see it. And then there's like a single layer mask, cloth mask, double layer cloth mask, maybe a surgical mask, paper surgical mask, and then maybe an N95, and it shows you just the variance of how many less particles come out with each. So that can matter too. But a cloth mask does do more than nothing, and a lot of times it'll protect others. Because if you sneeze, if you cough, if you do something and you're around someone who's susceptible, a baby, someone with a weakened immune system, elderly, it's going to be in here for the most part. It's not going to spray out into the atmosphere or the environment. So those are just some little things. I see people taking these off, they're holding on, they'll holding on to it like this, and they'll go, put something in their mouth. Their hands are dirty because the outside of this, just assume it's dirty. So paper mask, same thing. If it's a surgical type mask, if you fold it up the same way, put it in a bag, use something so it's not soiled, not exposed to any germs on the inside. You can also wear that for a few days too, if you keep it that way. Um, but as far as hand hygiene, you know, um, whether it's washing your hands with soap and water or hand sanitizer, you're gonna want to wash for like 20 seconds roughly. Say maybe a slow ABC song, something like that, in your head. People might look at you weird if you're doing it in public, but um, you're gonna want to keep your hands below your elbows. If you're going like this and all the dirty water's running up your elbow, now all that's contaminated. But you ever notice surgeons or something in movies, they'll go like this and they'll hold their hands once they're dry like this, so they're conscious that they're not touching things, because once even if you just washed your hands, you touch something, it's contaminated again. Don't overthink it, but just assume before you put anything, rule of thumb, anything in your mouth, touch anything on your face, your nose, your eyes, your mouth. Before you do any of that, put your contacts in before you eat, before you do any of that. Just assume your hands are filthy. Give them a shot of hand sanitizer if you got it quick, 20 seconds. So it takes a significant amount before it dries, and the rubbing is what's going to do it. You can't just put them on and like leave it. The rubbing for 20 seconds. So you're going to want to, most people do this, but when you pick stuff up, you don't pick it up like this, right? You don't go like that. You can use your fingertips, your thumbs. So you want to make sure you get your fingers, squirt it, and then get your fingers in there. Get the sanitizer on your thumbs, your fingers like this, because that's where you're going to pick things up by. Same thing when you wash your hands. Make sure you get your thumbs, your fingertips, soap it up, scrub here, 20 seconds, rinse it off. Clean towel, as clean as you can, or a paper towel, because it hasn't been used, unless you're reusing paper towels. But because then you wash your hands, you use a really dirty towel, what good was that? So I know nobody likes to think about it, me included, but it can really help even after the pandemic, keep everybody healthy. So watch for more content, hit subscribe, appreciate it. I'll have a lot more stuff coming, some interesting stuff, especially, exercise physiology, just training, avoiding injury, how to deal with injury, how to come back from injury, just a large behavioral emotional health component to a lot of sports psychology stuff. So definitely hit the like or the subscribe. Appreciate it. Everybody stay healthy and have a good rest of your day.